Good afternoon, and welcome back to Cooking with Nicholas Keck. So today, to follow along with our Mexican theme, we're going to be making for lunch a chicken and corn chiquita casserole. So, we have a bunch of ingredients here. We have about a half of a cup of cilantro. We have some cheese. We have a jalapeno pepper, right? We have a tomato. We have some corn in a jar. We have tortilla chips, and we have chicken. So, first thing that we're going to do is actually we preheated the oven to 375, so we have that there. Now, next thing I'm going to do is actually take this tomato and cut it in half. We really only need about half of it. The other half we're going to save for another meal. And the pepper, we're going to do something similar. We're just going to take probably about a third of it, because I actually do not think we need that much hot sauce. So, then what we can do is we can take this tomato and we'll just slice it up. Just slice it up real small. It's because we're actually... Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're making a sauce. Since we are on a college person's budget, it was a lot cheaper to buy a tomato and a pepper instead of buying a jar of sauce. So, we're making sauce for the casserole. So then I'm just going to put these things on this bowl right here. I'm going to get all the pepper, and there we go. So this is the sauce that we're going to be putting up on top of it afterwards. So, we have this here, which is our sauce, right? Now next, we can put that to the side. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take these tortilla chips, just any old tortilla chips, and we're going to line the bottom of the dish that we have here. I'm only actually going to use about half of the dish, just because I don't have enough material to do the whole thing. Plus, it's only me, so I don't really need it all. Good. So, once we have the bottom of the dish lined, and I'm just using a half again, I'm actually then going to take this sauce, and I'm going to put the sauce over top of it. So we've just put the sauce onto the tortilla chips. So next we just have to add the corn. So we'll add a little bit of that. I just say, spread it around. That way you don't have any big clumps of corn when you take any bites. I think also with the can, there's a little bit of sauce in there. Well, not really sauce, I guess juice. I say add a little bit of that just so that it's not too dry. So we have that there. Next, I would add a couple pieces of chicken. So again, I got pre-made chicken because we're in college, we're on a budget. So this makes things a little bit easier money-wise. Also, you don't have to make the chicken. It's already made for you. So, add that there. I'll take a little bit of cilantro, add it here. That way it's mixed in there. And next, I'm actually going to put a bunch of cheese, because cheese sort of helps to pull it all together. I don't mean in the tasting sense, but more of actually sticking together. That'll make it so that when you take a bite, you can have almost that nacho type feeling with the meat and cilantro and sauce in there. So add a bunch of cheese. I think that's pretty good. And then next, I'm actually going to add another layer of chips. That way we have some more crunchy on top. You don't really need too many, because if you add too many, then it's going to be basically just like eating nachos. This is something that's a little more elegant. So we have that there. So there we go. That's enough. I think that's enough nachos. And then push it down a bit. Again, break the nachos just like last time. Grab a little bit more chicken, just because it's good chicken. The chicken tastes good on it. We'll put that on there. Gotta save the chicken though for later. We're actually making, we'll be making a couple more things that have chicken in them, just since it's a good staple to have in college. It's not too expensive. It's good protein, and I think overall it's pretty good. So then, very last thing, again, we'll just finish up this cilantro here. The cilantro just adds a little bit of flavor, a little bit of the herbs to it. If you want, of course, and you're having guests over your dorm room or something, you can put a piece of cilantro on the top. It looks classy, and that way people will feel like they're not in college, but in a nice restaurant. So then I'll add some more cheese, again, just to bring it together. And there you have it. So that's just about how to make it. I know it sort of looks like a big blob, but once you cook it in the oven, again, it's at 375, the cheese will melt down into it. It'll sort of hold it together, and it'll be a casserole. So let's go over to the oven. And we're going to actually put this in for about 20 minutes. I actually forgot the lid. You want to put a piece of aluminum foil on top of it, because that'll help to retain the moisture. It's a good tip to have whenever you are cooking rotisserie chicken or anything really in the oven. You want to retain the moisture. You put tin foil, or if the container has a lid, put the lid over top of it. So we'll put that, again, I'll put a little bit of air though, just so that the tortilla chips don't get too soggy. And so you sort of tent it up a little bit. And then we'll put it in the oven. Now we're going to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then at about 5 minutes, we're going to uncover it. Because when we uncover it, that then will allow the cheese to sort of become not soft, but a little more firm. Almost as if you're going to be not really burning it, but more of just making it so that it has that crispy feeling. So there we go. We have the oven on 375. We put this in. We just sort of put it up a little bit just so that there's some air getting in there, and then we'll close it and set the timer to about 20 minutes. Oh, that's hours. My bad. And there we go. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Well, welcome back. So it's been 20 minutes, and this looks just about done. So I'm going to take it out, and then once I take it out, I'll uncover it, and I will put another layer of cheese on it. Actually, you know what? The cheese on it looks pretty good. So I'm going to I'm going to take it out fully, because it was uncovered enough that the cheese isn't all mushy now, and it actually is a bit hard. So if you look at that now, that looks pretty good. Sort of a gourmet form of nachos, if you will. So there you have it. That is our casserole for lunch on Mexican Day, and I will see you later for dinner. If you'd like to see the recipe, I have the entire recipe down in the bottom in the description, along with the ingredients and everything that you have to do to prepare it. Also, follow my Instagram at college_eats101. I have pictures of all the food and what each of the meals actually is. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.